So today I want to show you guys basically everything that I keep inside my camera bag, all the essentials and everything that I take with me, and wow, this is still not ripe. Hey there, welcome back to another video. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we normally talk about plant-based nutrition, about the vegan lifestyle, about fitness. Today we're actually having a creative conversation. We're talking about what's inside my camera bag. And many of you guys have been asking me questions about the equipment that I like to use for my videos, my vlogs when I travel, for my podcasts, and how to get started with YouTube. So today I want to answer all those questions to help you guys be more creative, because we definitely need more creatives when it comes to talking about plant-based nutrition, the vegan lifestyle. I feel like learning how to tell a story is super important into hooking people and making people more interested in what you have to say. And we can help do that with the power of cameras and editing software. So I want to talk about all that. And I'll have links to everything that I'm going to list in this video in the description down below where you guys can go and check it out. And the very first thing on my list is an iPhone. And it doesn't have to be an iPhone. You don't have to be an Apple lover like I am. You can have Android or whatever. But the point is, most of you guys have a smartphone in your pocket right now, and it has a camera on it. The reason why I love this iPhone 11 Pro Max is it's got the 3 cameras. It's got a zoom lens, a telephoto, and a wide, essentially covering all the 3 different aspects. And it doesn't get more simple than using your phone to make a video. You just point and shoot, hit record, and that's it. In 2020, there are no excuses of why you shouldn't be making videos or taking photos if that is something that you want to do. And when I first started making YouTube videos, I think I had like an iPhone 3 or an iPhone 4 back in the day, which the image was not that great. And some of my most popular videos were shot on that, as well as my old MacBook Pro. So don't let any of this equipment from this video stop you if you don't have any of it because you have a smartphone. But for those who are looking to take it a step further, let's get into it. So this is my bag here. It's made by Lowepro. It's called the ProTactic 450. It's the version 2, and this is a pretty sturdy bag. It looks like it's right off of a SWAT team or something like that. You can hook little things on here if you want. You can totally customize it however you like. It's a photography specific bag, so it's gonna fit a lot of your stuff. And the zipper is actually on the back side here. So when you're wearing it, the zipper is towards my back. Nobody's gonna steal my stuff. And it's got this cool little strap. It makes it a little bit more comfortable walking around the airport, or if you're going on a hike or walking down the city, you know, meeting up with somebody for an interview. You know what I mean? This bag is very, very comfortable, and the straps are nice and wide. They have a little bit of cushion to them. And opening everything up here, as you can see, everything is nicely organized, and I love that. And you can customize it any way you like. This is just the pattern that I've chosen, and it's got more stuff up here. First thing, camera. This is a DSLR. It's the Canon T5i. It's a bit of an older camera. I think the T7i is probably the newest version of this out right now. Definitely a beginner camera, but it's got some great potential. So if you can still find this out on the market, definitely go for it. So one of the things with DSLRs is that you can interchange the lenses. So if you want to capture something that is very far, you can buy a zoom lens. If you want something that is more wide and use that for vlogs, you can do that. This is a 18 to 55 millimeter lens, and it is the kit lens that comes with this camera, or you could buy it separately if you buy the body of the camera separately. So this is basically where I started my filmmaking journey way early on. I got this back in 2015. So it also has a flip out screen. So if you're vlogging, you can be like this and you can see yourself on it. The cool thing about DSLRs is that you can make your background blurry and give it that cinematic look and really focus in on the target, which is probably you speaking into the camera. The lower the f-stop numbers are, aka the aperture, meaning how big these little blades can open up the lens, the more blurry your background will get. So the lowest aperture that this can open up to is a 3.5. The second lens I invested in is the Canon 50mm, otherwise known as the Nifty 50 or the Plastic Fantastic. These names are ridiculous, but This is a great lens. I recommend that whoever you are, you buy this lens. It only costs like $100. You probably find it cheaper, maybe on sale or if it's even used, but this one will get your background more blurry as it opens up to a 1.8. Now, while this 50mm lens is great for videos like this where I'm standing in front of the camera, it's not the best for vlogging. But what I love about this is it's so compact. Look at that compared to that. It's like half the size, but it doesn't zoom in. It always stays at the same focal length. And since last year, 2019, I invested in the Canon 90D, and this is my beast. This is a beast of a camera. I freaking love it. I was waiting for this for so long. I was having trouble finding a DSLR that shot slow motion but was still affordable yet high quality, and this has essentially everything that I'm looking for. It shoots in 4K, it has 120 frames per second for that sweet slow motion, and I've paired it up with the Sigma 18-35 f1.8 art lens. This is an incredible lens. It's got autofocus. The only drawback of using this lens is that it's super heavy and it's huge. It is, look at that, the size of my head. It's ridiculous. Oh, and this also has a flip out screen so you can see yourself, and if you can get your hands on this, if you can afford it, this camera is amazing. It'll do anything you want it to do. But with whatever camera you end up going for, remember that you still have to buy the lenses on top of that. So if you're gonna invest either in a higher end camera or a higher end lens, I recommend going for a higher end lens. Put your money towards that, because even a really nice camera with a cheap lens is not gonna make your stuff look good. Now, if this all sounds way too technical, but you still wanna learn more about cinematography, filmmaking, photography, I highly recommend you guys go visit Skillshare, who is the sponsor of this video. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning. They have a lot of great courses that cover animation, filmmaking, graphic design, photography, and much more. Some of my favorite courses on there that I think you guys would benefit from are cinematography course, shoot expert video on any camera, Adobe Premiere Pro for YouTube, commercials, movies, TV, which is the program that I use to edit videos, food photography, prepping a photo shoot, Adobe Lightroom, developing your editing style, which is a program that I use to edit photos. I really want 2020 to be a year where you guys explore new skills and chase after your dreams, your passions, and creativity. And Skillshare is incredibly affordable when compared to in-person classes and workshops. I mean, don't even get me started with college classes. It's insane. The cool thing I love about Skillshare is that it's fun. You can do it right from your home, and you can choose exactly which course you want to take without having to put down so much money like you would in a college class, especially when you're investing so much into your creativity and what it has potentially to offer on the other end. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. I mean, this is an investment into your creativity, and ultimately it's an opportunity to reach more people with your story through cinematography and photography. That means getting more people to listen to you about the vegan message, about plant-based nutrition, about a fitness lifestyle, or whatever else that you are passionate about. So if that sounds like something up your alley, click the link in the description below to get 2 free months of their premium membership and explore your creativity. All right, so now that we've talked about cameras, let's talk about microphones, because they're gonna be important. Because this is what it'll sound without a mic on, and this is what it'll sound with a mic on. Big difference. This is the first mic I invested in. It is the Rode VideoMic Go. Very simple mic, pretty cheap. This, what you see here, is a wind stopper. It's artificial fur, so they don't use animals to produce this, which is awesome. But this is great when you're out in windy conditions. This helps stop some of the wind. So this is not battery powered, meaning that all you have to do is plug it into your DSLR and it'll use your DSLR's battery to power it. So you don't have to worry about charging this. So this is the second microphone that I invested in. It's still by Rode, and it's called the VideoMic Pro Plus. I don't recommend going after any of the other VideoMic Pros. If you're gonna go for the Pro, go for this one or an updated version if one comes out by the time you're watching this video. Either go for this or an updated version of it, or go with one of the VideoMic Go or the Video Micros. Anyhow, I bought this microphone because it is a much higher quality sound when attaching it to your DSLR. This one is battery powered, so you can turn that right on. The positives of that is that it has more features. You you can silence out more noise, and you can pull out more audio. So it has a bunch of settings here on the back which you can toggle through. And you can also get an artificial fur wind stopper type of thingy that goes over top of it for the wind. Animals love this, by the way. If you're walking around and you're filming animals, every single animal is going to be curious about this little thing on top of your camera. It's the best. You guys should try it. Now I also got this little pouch here that is actually made by Lowepro, and you can get it and it'll fit right into this little compartment in here. I love it. And essentially what I keep in here are different cables. My GoPro, which is this one right here, the GoPro Hero 7 Black. But this GoPro, it's not something I generally would recommend that you do interviews on or that you would do vlogs on. You certainly could vlog on it and the audio's not terrible, but this is more of something that you would like strap on your helmet or on your bicycle and capture more action footage, because that's what this is really designed for. Because as much as I would love to take the DSLR out on my bicycle and capture awesome footage with it, it's just not practical. So something like this definitely comes in handy. I have this little blow thing. It's good for getting like dust off the lens. I have a bunch of spare batteries here. These are all for the Canon T5i, and then some batteries here for the Canon 90D. I mean, I can't tell you how important spare batteries are, especially if you're doing the type of work that I'm doing podcasts, filming over lots and lots of hours. Definitely important to have spare batteries. I even have a spare battery for the VideoMic Pro microphone that I use, just in case. You never have too many batteries. I'm gonna set my bag to the side for a second and talk about these Gorillapods. It's a mini tripod, but the cool thing about it is it can actually bend however you like. You know, you can wrap this thing around a pole if you wanted to, and you know, you can have it on a pole there as you're setting your camera up, and then you could do like an interview or a shot. But man, these things have been a game changer for me. I've used them in so many vlogs, in so many interviews. I've even placed the microphone right up here and have used it as a stand to get the microphone a little bit closer to the speaker. This is what's known as a 3K. It can hold a DSLR, typical DSLR, and this is called a 5K, and this will hold a heavier DSLR like a 1DX, which I don't have. It's a bigger DSLR type of body, but I use this for the Canon 90D with the Sigma 18 to 35 lens, and it definitely does the job. It definitely is more sturdy and provides much more support for that type of setup. And here's what a typical vlog setup would look like. I would attach my camera onto the Joby Gorillapod, throw my microphone on there on the top. I'm able to essentially walk down the streets or whatever and start vlogging. And it takes some time getting used to. I mean, when all you're used to is doing this as opposed to this is gonna be much heavier, but the quality, I can tell you, is going to be worth it if you're looking to get into cinematography. All right, and then some other miscellaneous stuff I have in here. This is what's called an ND filter. This is actually Peter McKinnon's ND filter. If you guys are cinematographers, you follow him. He's a huge inspiration for me. And so placing this on my lens, as you guys can already see, this is basically sunglasses for my lens. And if I do this, I can change the amount of light that gets into my camera. So this is really great if you're out in really sunny conditions and you need a block off light. An ND filter will help with that. That way you don't have to mess with any of your camera settings if you want that nice blurry background, which you probably do. So it's not a necessity for getting started, but definitely something you want to keep on your radar. So other stuff I have in here is like this battery charger. It's got a USB port there, so I can plug in my phone, I can plug in a battery from one of my DSLRs, and I can charge this if I'm outside in the wilderness or something like that. Battery chargers, which look absolutely ridiculous. For the GoPro, I have this little selfie stick, and do that. Also acts like a little tripod, which is pretty nifty. Look at that. SD cards, you want to keep plenty of them around. I use the SanDisk Extreme Pro because I am all about that Extreme Pro. I also keep plenty of them around. The car charger in here because you never know when you'll have to charge batteries in a car. I have a little remote, which is for the Canon cameras, and basically what this does is I can take a photograph standing from far away. Many of the photos that I actually take for Instagram, no one's there to take it for me, so I have to set everything up. And this, well, this is my little photo clicker buddy. These days though, is there's actual apps that you can get on your phone and you can see yourself on the screen and you can just click and it'll take the picture for you, which is amazing. That's why I love this Canon 90D so much. And I currently don't have a laptop, but if I did, there is a laptop little pocket that you can put your laptop in this bag, which is awesome. Another thing that I don't have, which is also on my radar, is getting a drone, just you know, to add a little bit more perspective on, you know, the areas that I travel to or whatever it is. I want to have a drone, and I've used one before. My brother does have one, and I borrowed DJI Mavic Pro. I really love the Mavic series, but that is essentially everything that is in my camera bag. So I hope that inspired you to start making more films or start taking more photographs. Everyone talks about how competitive YouTube can be and is fighting to dominate their niche. I think that's ridiculous. I think if you're good enough, you will succeed in this, but it does take work, and I've been doing it since 2013. Like I told you guys, I started off very unprofessionally, not knowing what I was doing, but I had that desire to learn and that drive to go after my passion. So if your passion is to become a YouTuber or to take amazing photos for Instagram in hopes that you will inspire somebody in a positive way that will either change their diet, their fitness, or their lifestyle, then do it, go after it. And at the end of the day, it's about how you tell a story. This equipment, yes, it does help you tell a story, but if all you have is your phone, don't let equipment be a barrier for you. And you'll get better as you go. So if you can't invest in any of this equipment, no problem, but invest in yourself. Learn how to tell a story, learn how to use what you have right now. Click the link down below, join Skillshare, and start learning and chasing after your creativity. And I want to thank Skillshare for not only sponsoring this video, but sponsoring a vegan YouTube channel, and for helping me make these type of videos that help inspire others to chase after their dreams and their better life. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody that may get something out of it, and subscribe for more videos about the vegan lifestyle. And hey, maybe I'll make more videos like this if you guys want me to, about getting into YouTube and Instagram. Happy to share what I can. Also, if you guys haven't checked out my short film, We Are Seeds, I'll have that in the link below as well. That way you guys can watch all of my cinematography clash into one video. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to click the bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.